Hello, hello, hello. I had to take the case off of my phone because I decided to make a lens cap for my cell phone. Put some masking tape over the spots that the camera has access to view. So it's not always watching me 24/7. Or as much. Excuse me. Alright, that's how you start a show. So I'm coming into this show. Thank you. I had a lot of ideas going on, throughout the day. A lot of things happen. But I was contemplating if I should just speak light language through the whole show. But I've already kind of started with English, so I will do that at probably another time where I don't have any words in the broadcast. But this one, I'm explaining that I'm explaining with English. So let's see what we can get into today. Or out of. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Let's no longer fall into the ways just because that's the way they were. Let's not choose that just because of the amount of times that it's been chosen. That doesn't affect what the choice was or is. So it does take an effort to hack your way out of the matrix. It does take intention. Meaning, if you're not going to try, your life will be lived for you due to being in this matrix, in this concept. So again, I was saying to work at it, you're going to have the intention to no longer just do something because that's the way that they said it was. That's the way that someone told you without explaining the reason for it should be. It takes a choice to stop. And sometimes that's the biggest thing we could ever do. Choosing to withdraw, choosing to stop. Get yourself out of the situation. Be the seeing falcon or, like a bird of prey. And, hop up out of there. Also, I am understanding that the mysticality is insane as of now. Synchronicities are very apparent to those who want to accept the connections that everything is maintaining. That you're the focal point, bringing everything into an apex connector being, or your DNA. So before you learned the words, before you learned the way it is to be a human, or programs, or language, or coding, or even whatever, before you picked up the stuff, you had the perfect code given. The creator and created. Okay? So you let's say you have a body, that would be the created. Though inside of this body, there is a connection to the creator of said creation, of said body. And at every moment, there's not one set thing, ever. Ever, ever, ever. Meaning you're not just the creation. You're not just the creator, ever. If you were just the creator, then who the f*** am I talking to? What body are you using to pick up vibrations to drum your ears, your drum? That's creation. Though, what is piloting that thing that's got the eardrums? Something in tune with the creator. So that's a way to remember that you're never stuck. You are never stuck. Ever. It's a perception you may want to think you're stuck in, and then time will pass, and even if you want to hold that perception, it'll change. It will change. Just like Sam Cooke said. Sam Cooke said that change was coming. Change is gonna come. So again about, let's say, okay, there is a theme and there is a style of the way that these videos have been going through the past couple weeks since I started, or week since I started. Ryney Comes Home, this season of Ryney Comes Home. There's been kind of, connecting themes. The first two videos were like me just getting all hype and using cuss words and saying, wake the fuck up, I'm going to say these words and point out how fucking blah, 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 blah. You could watch those videos. And then after that, I just kind of started being a little bit more calm and sharing more nuggets that were, pertinent at the time when I was talking. Because they're usually universal truths. In order to make it a nugget of wisdom, it's got to be applicable, not just a specific, one world, or at one time it's applicable. No, universal means it's very much applicable. And that's what I like to speak on, and that's what I think defines what a nugget of wisdom would be. It'd have to be applicable. And again, you may even see these videos as just a waste of time, just me rambling. You also may be called to be slapped right there in the moment, and then you're there in your body. And then you're like, what did he say earlier? Or not, maybe you're not, maybe it's just background talk that I'm doing. But bam, slap there, right in creation. You're there. That means you don't actually know what's going to happen next. You do not. Though you may fall back to your programs to think that you think you know. And remember, the whole think spell in the mind is just that. It is a spell. It's another way to offer your energy up, which was yours, to say it was yours in the past tense, or it was something in your mind, or it was already, in your mind. And then, speak that, put it into a word, say that you're actually conveying what actually is going on, because you used a translating language, English. You give away your power once you start believing these words and using them to hold your power. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could have wrote the most powerful, most of activating of DNA type of book, or wrote, made a video or whatever, made the most amazing tool for consciousness expansion, and it's your book or it's your video. Yeah, you're that holds all that energy. But what happens whenever there's no, all the books are gone, or, there's nothing else? I'm saying without your creation, like when that's gone, did you really need to refer back to that book to get the essence? Because that power, that book may reflect a pointer to the essence of the power of that's in the words that people will, be drawn to and be like, oh, it's a great book, or it's a great movie, oh, it's activating me, and it's synchronicity activator in my life, or whatever. But once that book is gone or the movie's over, did you give your power away? Did you give your power away to it? So where, if it's gone, you don't even have anything gained? You remember all those memories, those great memories in your life? It's your job to go over it, sift it down. Don't leave the strings untied, undone things. Don't leave unfinished things there. Or you're going to walk with that, and you will not have all of your energy available to you now to apply, because you may be carrying your energy in these things that are incomplete, like these memories that are not, fulfilling memories. They're like, I remember this and this and this, and then the but, comes, and then you're carrying around a bigger but than before, and it's probably weighing you down, and you don't want to stop holding your butt. You don't want to give it up when it already had passed, because you were remembering something in the past. A lot of times, even though I may speak negative or positive on the language, it is a good way to use to create ways out of its own control. So, you can use words against itself. So let's say you're in a quandary, or someone is sticking you to these labels, you can use the same way that they're using to hold you. You could use the same means and the same tools to get your way out, such as doing contract revocation, such as doing a real prayer, such as not caring what you're going to say and actually flow it out, such as prayer space. And that's what I would love to hear you flow and be okay with and love and be more okay than okay with. And I will do light language probably next show. I won't even go into English. But thank you for being here again. My hair is insanely long now. Check it out. Alright, and one more thing before I'm going. There's something in Tantra called an eye gaze. And you can try this now if you like. I'm gonna look into my own eyes. Okay. Also, language creates sentences or spells that are temporal and have a timeline. Spells in time. The moment you do not put a time limit on what you're focusing on, your focus actually splits atoms. Scientifically speaking, it'll split atoms. If you add your focus and you have the intention to truly sincerely focus or send your energy to something, that's when magic is accessible. The moment you're doing it with the strings attached to it's got to be done by this time, or how long is this going to take, and all these little corrupt thoughts are still up in there going on in your field, then that's how, you're not going to split atoms. You're going to be part of living in the physical, being of the atoms. You're being, made from the atoms and being it and living it, rather than, not of the atoms. Like in the atoms, not of the atoms type of teaching. And using your focus, which the proof is there, all the meditation, and the effects of meditation that's been documented and seen and felt, such as prayer, such as guided, people do the meditations and there's so many things in the past that's happened. That's because you are if there's the greatest thing in the universe, it's you. If there's anything in the universe, it's you, it's inside of you. And you're that universe with your specific face and your specific heart, connected to your specific nervous system, and all of your stuff is the universe. Okay? If you can accept that, and if you could allow yourself, the happiness of laughter, allow yourself to allow tears to flow, and when there are tears, taste your tears. Everything is a gift. How long of your life have you not claimed that everything is a gift? How many times do you say, I don't like this, or this is going to happen and it's bad, or I'm just awaiting the bad, blah, blah. I know some people who just live off of negative mantras, and they're like, oh, well, that always happens. Oh, well, and then they're just going to be looking for the next negative thing, like once something great happens to them. That's horrible. How are you going to fucking live that way? Oh, yeah, I just got, I did this amazing goal and task, so now I'm just waiting for it to mess up. That means you're calling it. Your focus is going to be that powerful. You just fucked it up. Okay? Just face it. So, be easy. And thank you for listening. I'll see you probably tomorrow will be the next one, if not today. Thank you. Have a good day.